There is this story of a old lady who walks into a doctor's office where in the waiting room lots of people are there, but she just bends over onto her stick and is just walking through. Nobody stops her, but she walks straight into the doctor's office. And 3 minutes later, she walks out very straight and walking perfectly fine and goes out. As she's about to leave the doctor's office, one of the people who've been waiting out there asks, "Hey, what happened to you? You went in old, bent, and now you're coming out almost transformed, straight up." She says, "What did the doctor do?" So the old lady says, "Well, no, she didn't do much. All she did was she gave me a bigger, longer stick." So sometimes transformation can happen as easily as that. But at other times, leadership is not a magic wand. It cannot just be given. It has to be taken. So for example, on the first 5 years in Pravah, we would do these brilliant workshops on leadership capacity building in schools and colleges. People would do a great job of practicing those capacities inside the workshops and the classroom. But as soon as they went out, they didn't have any spaces to practice them, because in a hierarchical and patriarchal society like ours, every space, especially the family, the rules are made by the elders. Teachers make the rules in schools, bosses make them in career situations. Even in friends' places, there's a lot of peer pressure, and you can't really practice leadership there. Or in a leisure space, the fourth space which is legitimized to young people, there it's typically a consumption space. So we were doing a great job of making paper leaders. And we started to think, what's going wrong? What do we do differently? And we asked ourselves the question, where and what point in India were the most leaders born? And we thought about that and did some research and came to the independence movement. And we realized that in the independence movement, a lot of young people were being given chances to experience different things and lead with their peers, like in a satyagraha or in a boycott or in some of the marches, or even in study circles and takli mandals. And there were lots and lots of these spaces. So then, with that insight, we went back and thought about there needs to be a space beyond these four spaces. And we called it the fifth space, which really allows you to practice with your peers and demonstrate some leadership skills, because only when I demonstrate, try something out, can I really learn such a thing as leadership skills. This then became our main differentiator from other youth leadership programs, where we became people who would make the space, but the leaders were born in that space. Like for SMILE, our Students Mobilization Initiative, Learning Through Exposure, we would send them out into the hinterland NGOs, and they would learn about themselves as they worked on projects with NGOs. This way, the fifth space movement was born.